Alright everybody, we are back. Sci-Fighter going through Prince of Persia on the Super Nintendo. We're on level 11, and it is complicated. Still trying to figure it out. Get a good lay of the land and map knowledge. So we can beat it pretty quick. We haven't even found the end though. Not even a little. Okay. So what do we need to do here? We need to hit that switch. Go, go, go. Jump, run, bam. Okay. Just trying to fully explore the bottom area here. Okay, that's closed off. Phil, you the man. You are the man. We'll put that up on the on deck. I don't know why my alert box thing isn't popping up. It's supposed to be linked to the PayPal. It's supposed to do a little pop-up, like it's supposed to give you a little one of one of these things. That's Phil Photon, 20 bucks. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. I gotta look into this alert box, why it's not popping up. The Messenger. It looks awesome. It's like Ninja Gaiden with better graphics and a lot more like level design and things to do. It looks sweet. Wow. So we'll put on that on deck, and we'll get to that after Prince of Persia is over. Ouch, ouch. As if we can survive this guy. Nice! Oh no, that's kind of how I want / need to do it. This is my Boba Fett shirt. Ugh. You can actually hopefully see my shirts a little bit better now with the new camera too. I usually am always wearing some kind of like Star Wars nerdy shirt. But I think with the old camera, you couldn't see it very much. And the old camera angle is like a little bit lower too. Oh yeah, Star Wars is my jam. That's my nerd obsession. Alright, I can't get there. I need to find a tile to knock into that switch. Yeah, and I get that. I don't really hold it against anybody for disliking the newer stuff. I have found it in my heart to get over it, you know. Like I didn't love Force Awakens at first or anything like that, but you know, it's got its flaws. But I've learned to accept it. I mean, if I'm gonna be into super Star Wars-ness, then I've got to accept it. That's how it is. I actually really liked The Last Jedi, unlike a lot of people. Rogue One was really good. Ultra cheap. My kids would love that, actually. I mean, I do most of the putting together, let's be honest, but they'd still like it. Yeah, the Legos get expensive, man, I'm telling you. But yeah, lay it on me, because that'd be some good Christmas presents for the kiddos. And a little bit myself, because, you know, Dad's got to help them. They're only 4 and 6. They're not great with following instructions. Alright, how do we get out of here? Gotta hit that tile somehow, and I know it's not this way. Come here. 11. Huh. But we're not talking like Lego or Mega Blocks versus Lego, right? Because there's a definite difference there. Interesting. But how do they get around, like, licensing and stuff, though? Because that's a thing that they would have to worry about. Does that open this gate down here? What gate is that for? They name it different? Okay. But, it's like, one of those things where they, like, what, all those cheap not lightsabers at the store, right? They laser sword. Well, that's kind of a Star Wars name for it too now, right? I've called it twice. Laser sword. But yeah, I get it, Which I am totally fine. Buy off-brand cereals. Because, you're buying the name of the brand for most of the money. Huh. Reviews. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can have your product, or you have to have products be different than others, I think, with patents, but I'm also not well versed in patent stuff. Okay, maybe that's the gate that opens? No, it can't be that one, right? Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you've got to do it in such a way where you go to court and you're like, I mean, it's not the same, Your Honor. Come on. We all know. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to look into those. Because we do like it. My wife was like never into Star Wars, right? Never even seen a movie. And then while she was pregnant, I finally got her to buckle and cage. And now, like, she's not an ultra fan like I am or anything, but she's definitely in it. Whew. Yeah, that would be some savings. Alright, let's run this way. Oh, alright, maybe not run that way so fast. I was trying to see what gate this thing opens. This switch. Still trying to explore, like, where I need to go first, exactly. So I haven't been able to figure that out. Like, do I even need to come down here at all? Is there something beneficial to me? Oh yeah, I forgot that switch. Alright, back through the spikes. But yeah, back to the donation things, man. That is totally how I want to be spending them, is to improve stream stuff. You know, there'd be no point in streaming if I'm not trying to become better. Yikes, yikes, get out. Apparently I thought I had to put my sword away while I was in the middle of the chopper. Not great. Not a great tactic there, Prince. I'm gonna go up top, look around there a little bit, because I'm kind of at a standstill down there. Usually these are linear enough that you can kind of figure out which way you need to go first. Hang on a second. Goodness. Turned 32 yesterday, Phil. I'm feeling old. Back to the technology talk, like, somebody at work brought me their iPhone, and they were like, hey, I just got one of these, and they were older, right? Like, older than me, of course. But, where's they go? Okay. Man, make them good 2 years. I tell you, I'm already like sore and stuff when I get up in the morning. Don't want to get up in the morning. I thought this was more like what 50 would feel like. And she brought me her iPhone, right? And she's like, "Hey, I was trying to figure this out, how to, or what happened, or how to do this." What was it? It was like Facebook was the icon wasn't showing up on her home screen. Man, I got massacred. And so I took a look at it. I was like, yeah, Facebook's definitely not on the home screen anymore. Okay, well, I pulled up the App Store, and I was like, okay, well, it says open, so it is installed on the phone. I don't know how to make a shortcut on this thing. You know, I don't know. I felt like I used to know a lot of technology stuff. I feel like this is the same way I've been going, but I just haven't learned exactly where it is. And so I gave it back to her. I was like, I honestly do not know. Don't know how to uninstall it, because I can't get to the little icon. That's usually how you uninstall it. Okay, come down here. Ooh. Well, I want that. Alright, here's the fire again. Do I need to stand in the middle? Can I make it? Ugh, I made it. Alright, great. There's the door. Here's a switch, which opens the door. So I don't even have to do any of that other stuff. There's probably some potions I could find, but do I care? Okay, let's go die, and let's just try to get a good time on this level. I don't need the potions. Alright, alright. Hopefully we can knock out a second level before we're done. I'll have to cut it after this portion, because, not this attempt, but this part. Reset here. There's a girl from our old church that, is trying to get back on her feet and stuff, but she's got a bunch of kids, and so can't afford daycare and stuff, and so we're watching the kids. So I'm gonna have my 2, and then 4 others. Oh. Yeah, there will not be there'll be some stress going on in the Psy household. Alright, so we went up for that, right? Up and around everything. But yeah, I just feel like that with technology, like, I don't know, I can still put the computer together, right? Like, I put this one together, but man, researching everything to make sure all the parts work together and what was the best, and it's tiring. Like, it used to not really be a big deal, and I knew most of it, right? But once I built my computer before this one, it was like, I don't need to know. I'm not building them all the time, because I used to build them with my stepdad. He had like a computer repair and shop and stuff, and so I knew quite a bit of all that stuff. Come on, come on, come on! But now, unfortunately, I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, get out my lawn! Got him. Alright. it's a small thing, but it does get you thinking. Like, oh, am I getting too old? I haven't gone full Danny Glover yet, though. Oop. Oh. Now, why did that work the first time? Do I have to actually wait for my leg swing? And I just happened to do it the last couple times? Because last time I just let go and grabbed and that was it. Interesting. Alright. Go again. Could finish this level off pretty quick. There's still over an hour left of our game time before the princess is forced to marry the vizier, whoever the heck that is. Watched the Prince of Persia movie not too long ago. It was free on Comcast, so I was like, oh, you know what, sure. I haven't watched that for a while. Man, I forgot a lot of what happened in that movie. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it enough. I know I've seen it before, but felt like the first time. Anyway, like I knew the beginning, and then everything else just kind of was like, oh, yeah. I think I've only seen it the one time. And I'm big into like rewatching movies anyway. I thought they did good with it. For a video game movie that usually sucks really bad, it was alright. I waited for the leg swing to start going forward. What's going on? Do I need to be pushing that direction button? And I was just like subconsciously doing that. You know how like you'll be like playing a racing game and you do the lean, which I am terrible at. I will do that. I ran through Pod Racer on stream a while back. And, yep, even on there, even on that, I know it doesn't help. I don't know, it's just one of those things. That is something I haven't done on here. Like, I toyed around with Wave Racer a little bit on stream, but I haven't played any racing games, really. I have, I still have to go through the rest of Star Wars X-Wing. And TIE Fighter and all the friggin' expansions that game has. So I've done flying games. Star Fox, I did. Ouch. Star Fox was interesting because I had just been pepper sprayed that day at work for training. So I was sitting there like, alright, going through Star Fox, my eyes are burning, I can't really see what's going on. That's up on YouTube somewhere. But as far as like an actual racing game, I haven't done one. I've got like F-Zero and some of those kind of ones. Of course Mario Kart, the old Mario Kart. Got that sucker. Not by myself per se. There was all of us that were in my academy. Come on, expire. So we all got sprayed at the start of employment. Yeah. And it was my second time, because I've been sprayed at another facility I worked at. And I think the first one was worse, and not because I wasn't used to it or anything like that, right? Like, you gotta be sprayed a lot, I feel, to get, like, build up any kind of tolerance. But the first time I ever got pepper sprayed was a facility on an island, right? And so we go out there, and they're looking through the armory, and they're like, man, I can't find the normal 2% that we usually use. And then somebody was like, well, there's some stuff up there. And they took it down, and well, it's 0.7, but I mean, we can't find the other stuff, so I guess it's gonna have to do. So it's 3.5 times the amount that they were supposed to use for us, and yeah, that really stunk. I was the second one to go. I was trying to be first, right? The first guy actually didn't get too bad. I just wanted to get done with it, right? So I wanted to go first, but somebody raised their hand before me. So the first guy, they pull the pin and they hit the trigger on it, and it comes out like in a little spurt. You know, sometimes you get a new product, right, and it doesn't just fully spray, like a can of spray paint or something like that, right? But after that, it's ready. So I was that second guy, and I walked up there, and man, we watched the video afterwards. I was orange from like waist up. It was terrible. I was the second one to get sprayed, right? I was the last person to leave that day, because they couldn't let us just drive off, right? We had to actually wait for it to dissipate and some of the effects to go away, which takes actual, you know, could be days for everything to like go back to normal. Come on. Why am I not hitting it? I've done this before. Alright, we'll wait for it to expire again. Gotta set a good time. Keep our time for however many levels there are left. Oh man, it's bad. It is bad. I have never been tased, but I'd rather be tased. Because that's like over, right? It sucks really bad for like 5 seconds, and then it's kind of done. But the spray, man, like I said, you're still feeling a little bit the next day even, depending on how well you wash off and everything. But yeah, so I was the last one to leave, and even when I left, I shouldn't have. Like, I told the guy I was good, because everybody else was gone, right? So there's this one of the instructors that's just kind of waiting to go, you know, but I mean, he was nice about it and everything. He wasn't being a jerk or anything like that. But I felt like the jerk, right? Because that's just the kind of guy I am, I guess. And so I was like, yeah, I'm alright, man. I'm good. I can make it home. And he was like, alright. So left, and I'm driving home with the window open. I don't know if you've ever seen Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, right? He rides with, and he's got the window open, his head sticking out. It's kind of how I made it home that day. I got home, I'm showering and stuff, but you can't like just take a shower, right? Because all that liquid is up on your face, and if you just hop in the shower like normal, well, it all washes somewhere. Right? It goes down. Gravity does its thing. And then it hurts even worse. So I knew that going into it, so I was like, alright. So I like laid down in our tiny little shower, and I'm like applying baby lotion, and somebody had said like milk, the oil in the milk helps, right? Because it's an oil-based stuff. Some is water, some is oil. And so I was like, alright, well, I'll use that. So I'm dumping like baby lotion and milk on myself, laying down with my head only in the shower so it doesn't wash anywhere. I don't know what to do with this thing. I have made this drop before. But yeah, And then like, but the second time, so it didn't burn as bad, but it was also a different kind of stuff. It was just the little stream. The first one was like a fogger, which just lets out this big, massive like cone of badness. But yeah, it's funny to watch. You know, that's like the next day, right? We all get in the classroom and we watch the video of the whole class going through it one at a time. So, you know, I mean, it's fun. If you're not having it done too, but you just can't open your eyes too much, right? So your air and time is really all that really helps a lot. A little bit of water, like water is like dunking your head or something like that in a bucket is okay. It's like temporary soothing, very temporary, but it feels really good, right? So you want to keep your head in the water, but because it's oil based, right, it's not really washing it off for you. But some of it is, like the residue that's just like on top. So then the bucket gets contaminated, right, because it's got stuff in it. So while you're wanting to open your eyes and stuff in the bucket of water, it's now it's got stuff. So unless you're rinsing it out continually. There's another reason I wanted to go first, because I didn't want to dunk my head in a bucket that's full of spray. But yeah, it's great. They say that it's so you feel it, what it's like, and so if you ever have to spray somebody, you know, you're not like just like cold-hearted, like just like spraying them because you don't care or anything like that. It's supposed to build like empathy. I don't know how much it does for you on that part, but both of the facilities I was at where I had to get sprayed, we don't even carry it. Like, so the chances of me spraying somebody is basically zero. Arg. I'm doing the same thing over and over, and I don't know what to do differently. I've made that drop in the past, today, and it worked. And I don't know what the difference is. But we have kind of ran our course for the day. But I hope I never have to go through the spray again. It's terrible. It's awful. But if I ever switch facilities for somebody that has better health care, which I would like to do at some point, I might have to. I don't know. I don't buy into the whole thing that it does that for you. If anything, you're just like, I know you'll get over it, man. Psh, but I don't know. I don't think it affects anybody's decision or choice in how long they hit the trigger or anything. Anyways, yeah, that's that. Let's see, stream stuff. So we're gonna have the messenger on deck, and then what, next week? No, not next week. The week after next week. So I don't have to worry about it yet. In 2 weeks, the Tuesday stream will be cancelled because I have range. Gotta go qualify with my Glock. Bam, bam. So that'll be fun, but I won't be able to stream. And then the week after that, I have training the whole week, so they put me on day shift instead of swings, and that kind of cuts all my time that I normally stream. So there won't be a stream that week, but for the next 2 weeks, we're good enough. Alright, let's see. I think that's it for stream news. There may be some random X-Wing miniatures streams. I'm trying to get ready for a tournament that's coming up. It's a cool one, Evergreen Cup. My brother and I and somebody he knows. It's like a 3-person team tournament, so that's kind of cool. Instead of the 1-person tournaments that I've been at. Let's see. I think that's it. Eventually we need to get back to the Star Wars X-Wing, the PC game, finish that off. That's it, that's all I got, I think. Not a whole lot of news or announcements, so yeah, that's where we're at. Anyways, thanks for joining us, Phil. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for the donation. But like I said, I choose for it to go towards the stream. it's kind of the whole point. Is, you know, this is fun for me as it is for hopefully everybody that kind of tunes in, and just trying to keep things going. Sometimes it's hard for me to. Oh, there we go. There's a Twitch alert that's working. Some of it works. There we go. Thank you for the sub. I just got my sub button actually not that long ago. I think you're the first. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, man. Feel the man. Yeah, so it's gonna be everything's kind of for the stream, man. All for one and one for all kind of a thing. So it all gets put back in, whether it's to equipment or production stuff. You know, I got did my new schedule screen up myself because I have very little artistic talent. So, like the Space Needle thing, I bought the right to use that outline, and then I just cut and pasted some of the Death Star and the X-Wing in there, and then flaming text for that, right? So like it's all just hodgepodge together in my backgrounds and everything. But if I was ever to get like an actual like professional intro or anything else done, that costs stuff. So everything that the stream makes is gonna go back into the stream because I feel like it could improve just that much. And as far as the games go, man, like sometimes it's hard to pick a game. I'm looking at my list of stuff and I'm going, man, like there's a few that sound fun, or man, I don't know what sounds better than another. So sometimes it's nice to have a viewer just be like, hey man, you should play this. Great. Decision made. Alright guys, take it easy, have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you guys tomorrow before I go into work. Unless they call me for overtime, which is actually a decent possibility. But I don't know yet. My shift hasn't come on, so my Sarge hasn't had a chance to look at it. Anyways, take it easy everybody, and we will catch you guys next time. Sci-Fighter out. Buzz in the tower.